I found it quite scary. The walls are down and the floors are up and there's no heating, and you think, this house isn't habitable and I have nowhere to live. And it's all on you to then kind of somehow put it back together. Decided to move originally because we had a loft apartment in Manchester city centre. We were starting a family, so we needed a house with extra rooms. Decided to start looking for a property. Came across the house, which was a renovation. It had been on for a while and was a little bit tired, and we didn't know anything about the area, so we had to do a lot of research into it, and then yeah, took a leap of faith. This was the living room. It had an old inglenook fireplace that was boarded up with an electric fire, a conservatory in this area which was leaking quite badly. We had on our floor plans this room with the kitchen at the opposite end where we have now put our living room. Purely because the kitchen was in that space before, we realised that just didn't work for us because we were reducing cupboard sizes and everything just to fit everything we wanted in. Kind of sat down with the plans and just thought, what would happen if we just flipped the whole room around? The house is south facing and this room is north facing. So we knew that we needed to add as much light into it as possible. We added as much glass as possible, and we also painted the room in a bright white silk so that it bounced the light around when it came in, which then allowed us to have the quite dark kitchen. My husband had wanted a golf swing room originally so that he could practice his golf swing. That's now turned into the utility room because, you know, family life wins. We wanted to have a big space that everything could be kind of hidden away in. We have football boots, we have wellies, we have forest school, and everything else that comes with a big family. So everything kind of comes off in here and stays in here. I've made the bench myself. We found these two boxes in HomeSense in the sale. They were about £15 each, maybe 10. They were black with kind of pleather tops. Not really what we needed, but we can change all of that. I used Easy Panel, which is kind of tongue groove panelling that clicks together to kind of create the backdrop, and then the coat hooks and the shelf brackets are from IKEA. You get some really good bargains. This is the master bedroom. This is part of the extension that we put onto the property. We wanted this room to have a really kind of boutique hotel feel. Because this room's south facing and it gets sunlight streaming through the windows from first thing in the morning, we could really play with the colours in this room. We didn't need to worry about it feeling light and airy or oppressive or anything like that. So we decided to paint it really dark navy to make it feel very cosy in here. Got a Chesterfield bed so that it had the roll top and felt very kind of luxurious and hugged you. We did the panelling behind the bed to make the headboard, you know, feel better. This wall's all about the bed. All just feels very dark and cosy. So this originally was an ensuite for the master bedroom, which has since become the kids' bedroom. Decided to flip again and block up the doorway that was the old ensuite doorway and create a master bathroom. So this room is really small. It's smaller than the master bathroom was going to be, but we have managed to plan it very carefully so that we fit in everything we wanted. Originally, this was a second bedroom, kind of like a guest room in the house. The hall was actually longer and the room had a huge kind of cutout in the corner of it, which meant that you could only just fit a double bedroom in it. We decided it was worth just adjusting that corner. We've now got a really decent double bedroom here, just by taking out and moving a door. I really enjoy decorating and experimenting with colour and doing things myself. I saw some wallpaper that I really loved, but it was quite expensive. I decided that I was going to recreate a version of it in a larger print on the walls. This was all done with leftover tester pots that I had. I painted it every night for a week while the kids were in the bath. I just got creative. As with any renovation, the budget is not bottomless and you have to do things that are out of your comfort zone. So this is what we call the gin lounge. It was a little bit of an added bonus to the house. We extended upwards rather than out. It's kind of like the last room you get to, and it's got this amazing kind of little balcony with the view that we can sit in the summer. You can see, you know, for miles over National Trust Park. It's really lovely to sit up here, have a gin and tonic. In terms of advice for starting a renovation, I would definitely say write a list of your needs as well as your wants. So everything that you think you're going to need for the next 10 years with your family, and then write a list of your desires, I guess, what you would want from a property. Start off by looking at all of the other houses on your street, finding out what they've done. So if they've kind of gone to their boundaries, if they've gone up, if they've gone over garages, things like that. They've obviously got planning permission for those things, so you'll probably find that you could get it too. Money saving tips. So knocking walls down would be your first outlet, because obviously extensions are expensive. So if you can get what you need by knocking walls down, that would be your first solution. When you're planning out your colour schemes for your rooms, I would always look at which way a room is facing. So if a room is naturally dark because it's north facing, make sure that you have plenty of light reflecting colours. Maybe add a little bit more glass to those spaces. Whereas if you have a very sunny south facing room, you can go much darker with your colour palettes. We've done a lot of the work ourselves with decorating the property, and just enjoying doing that and doing each room at a time and coming up with new ideas and loving each space and working out what we need for it before jumping into it.